Welcome back to the Post Frame Podcast. Today's episode, we're talking Barndominiums under 100K. Can you do it? We're going to find out. All right, we're back with Blair. It feels like
a while.
it feels like you've been gone.
No, it's like you divorced me.
Oh, I divorced you?
Apparently, I'm no longer worthy to be on your podcast.
Oh, I don't know about that. I haven't done any.
Well, I know you've been prepping your nice new room.
Yeah. I can't wait for everybody to see.
I was gonna say everybody's been waiting, at least around the office.
Yeah,
I'm sure listeners are anxiously waiting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because we keep
probably not.
Probably not. They're like, you're getting a new room.
Yeah, but it'll be nice.
Yeah, it'll be nice.
It'll be nice when it happens. We don't have to sit in our kind of stale conference room.
Yeah, or the R&D room. We always change different locations and spots.
Yeah, that's right.
So how you been?
I've been good.
Good?
I've been good.
So are you glad with the whole government shutdown thing is done and over with?
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah, it is kind of interesting that you never know how all that stuff's going to play out, right? But it is interesting that it ended on Veterans Day or right there before, or however the timing worked. But yeah, it's if you step back and think about it, like what other country has their government shut down?
Right.
It's kind of a weird thing.
It is weird.
But such is life here in America, apparently.
I guess. So you ready for the holidays?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, I always enjoy this season. I enjoy being with family. Pace slows down a little bit. There's just not as much travel and stuff, at least for us. Our family's fairly local. Yeah, then the new year, it's always weird because it's like, holy smokes, it's already this time.
Yeah.
Like the year is gone. And now I'm starting to sound like an old man.
It went fast this year.
Right? Saying, oh, time's flying.
I know it.
Cherish the memories. But that's all true.
Yeah.
I do want to cherish the memories, and it does feel like life's moving faster. So maybe that does mean I'm getting older.
Yeah. It's a thing, man. It's a thing. All right. The real reason I got you on here today, we're going to do kind of a reaction video.
Oh,
right?
Boy.
Oh, yeah.
I have a good reacting face. So we'll see how well it plays to what you're apparently going to show me.
Yeah, it's a doozy. We'll say that.
All right.
So I know we've done some podcasts, we've done some videos on Barndominiums, and they're still a hot thing right now.
Absolutely.
Everybody sees the Barndominiums. I know we've done like kind of cost per square feet for a Barndominium. We've done misconceptions. And that's kind of what I want to hit on today is still the misconceptions, because I could go online, I could research some stuff about Barndominiums, and you get a ton of you'll have videos, they'll have thumbnails, pictures, and they're always those really nice looking Barndominiums with a big bold text that says under 100.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And that you're looking at this image.
They've been paying a lot to have those things come up high in the search, right? Those images are quite sponsored.
Yeah.
So you do Barndo designs or whatever, and I'm assuming that's probably about what you Googled.
Pretty much. Yeah, pretty much.
And didn't have to look far
to
find some images if that's what we're going to look at.
Yeah, we're going to look at a couple images, but do you think when people are, when they first get in their mind, they're like, hey, I want to build this Barndominium. Is that where you think most people go? Do they go straight online?
Yeah, I mean, it's the quickest, easiest, fastest resource to get as much information as you can. Right. So whether people start in Pinterest or Google or whatever their search engine of choice may be, or YouTube or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the likely starting point for a lot of people, because they're not sure where to start, right? So they're trying to navigate, what's the design I'm really looking for? Where should I get that design from? A lot of people don't have, as we'll be talking about, because we're talking about a under 100K kind of, I'm assuming, misconceptions, but a lot of people are unsure about what's going to cost, right? And they hope it's going to cost less. The internet is often telling them that.
Yeah.
Which is going to be obvious probably in some of these photos, I would assume. But so yeah, there's it's a great place to start, but you kind of got to have the right filter or lens on when you're viewing some of that stuff. Like, is that actually true, or what are some of the potentially finer points that are behind things that you're finding, or claims that you're seeing online, and that's a place we want to help speak into, all the way from our inside sales folks that are interacting with customers early on. How can we help provide some good relevant information for people when they call in and they're potentially early on in that journey. And for sure, as a sales team, how do we help somebody navigate? I'm still looking for land, or I do have land and I got to think about where I'm going to put it. Or I've been looking at designs, who's going to be good to help me finalize what this thing's going to lay out and look like in the exterior and where everything's going to be placed. And because eventually you got to go from looking online to having prints that builders, right? Not just the shell builder, but electricians and on and on, that builders can actually quote. And then you got to build the thing, right? And get it permitted and, start moving dirt, and you got to start moving. So, and that world is not known to a lot of people. Not a lot of people have done a construction project.
Right.
For sure. Not everybody's built a house. You maybe done some remodel stuff, but building a house is it's a unique thing. There's a reason we haven't personally chose to do it. We've done a lot of remodels, but, there's a lot that goes into building a new home, which is what a barndo is. And I think that's maybe one of the first misconceptions is people think barndo and they think I'm building a barn that I'm going to live in. And so they think simple. Yeah. Like this process, from front to back should be quick, easy, simple. I'm not going to have to jump through hoops. I'm not going to have to talk to a lot of people. Like I'm building a barn that I'm going to live in. It's a house.
Yeah.
You're building a home.
Yep.
So
you ready to take a look at something?
Yeah, let's rock and roll, buddy. Okay. Let's rock and roll. All right. What do you got for me?
Let's get into the first picture.
All right. For some reason my heart started moving a little bit. I'm getting a little nervous.
You're getting nervous?
All right. I'm worried in our absence that you're going to try to fake me out, or
I won't fake you out, I promise.
Do something not so nice to me. Okay.
All right, here's our first picture.
All right. Wow. First off, that is a really cool looking house.
It is.
I would live there.
Yeah.
This is the not fight, but argument my wife and I have about barndos. She doesn't want it to look just like a normal pole barn.
Okay.
And like this design, that looks super quaint.
Yeah.
Right. It looks awesome.
Yeah.
And there's other ones out there that definitely look like you built a shed.
Yeah.
Right.
Like just a pole barn.
And then you put some living quarters in it. But okay. So what are they claiming here? Barndominiums under 100K, $33,999. I love the little asterisk.
You got the asterisk. You got to have that on
Which
there.
is probably my first question is where's the asterisk explainer? Normally an asterisk has a thing that means or a reference point, but
not on this one though.
Yeah,
there's
not on this
one. I just see under 100K, man. That's what stands out for me.
I can build this barndo for under 100K.
Yeah.
Well, maybe. But my first thought goes to I doubt it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, for sure.
So like first things that come to my mind is my assumption is, again, this is a huge assumption because I don't know what that asterisk means, but that 33K number is maybe the kit for that structure.
Okay.
And again, I don't know what's included in that. Normally when you get a kit from a builder like us or a local lumber yard or whatever, the kit is for the structure and the outside, and not even all the outside, like the outside sheathing. And so again, my assumption would be that might get you just the materials. That's what a kit means, right? It's just the material aspect of that build, but the materials for the wood structure itself, whether that's rafters or trusses, I'm not totally sure on the inside, might be rafters given that window there in the end. But the rafters or trusses, the wall framing, obviously that roof steel, maybe looks like board and batten siding there on the outside. That could be what that means. That you can get the structure delivered. I don't even know if it's delivered, right? I don't know if that's got delivery fees in it or taxes or whatever. But potentially you could get that structure material only delivered to your site for just $1 under 34K.
Yeah.
Well, that's all well and good, but it hasn't been built yet.
Right.
And you likely haven't paid for the doors and windows, which is the next thing my eyes go to. I actually really like their window layout. I like how they put the ones above the porch. I think that's always a neat look.
Yep.
And there's some really cool ones underneath that porch. Those look like some pretty, I don't know how low they go. I believe there's some code around that of how low windows can be, or they got to be a certain height still above the floor. But anyways, they got at least 2, if not maybe 3, just some pretty large windows and then some nice double entry doors. It looks like, can't tell with that one column if that's an entry door on the end. But if I count those up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 up high rectangle windows, 8 with the one up in the gable, and then you've got 4 or 5 big windows. Now what are you at? 13 plus your couple doors. You're at 15 or 16 if I'm, depending on how you'd count some of those. Pretty good sized doors and windows just on these 2 walls. I don't know what's on the other side,
Right.
but those don't look like your off the shelf Menards vinyl window. They look nice. Even if you threw $700 to $1,000 per thing, right? Door, window, whatever, that could maybe be an average. You're talking $15K just right there in the supply of the doors and windows. And again, you haven't put them in.
Yeah, that's just the kit, right? That's just
So now you're at close to 50 grand, and all I've got is the materials for the outside, right?
Yeah.
I haven't put it up yet, and I haven't insulated, I haven't put drywall, I haven't built the walls on the inside, right?
Yep.
Again, these are all assumptions because I'm reacting to just the photo.
Just the photo.
You haven't given me much, TJ.
Yeah, this is all I'm giving you.
But I'm assuming to your point, like this is what people see and they're like, sweet.
Yeah.
Right? Boom. I can do 100 grand.
Yeah. That's everything. That's when you look at this, for me anyways, and I know a lot of people, when you look at this photo, that's 100K. So I can get everything for 100K.
Yeah.
Under 100K. That's everything done.
Yep.
Which is not true.
Yeah.
I mean, for something like this.
Well, yeah, I mean, let's just keep going here. You got 2 nice residential doors. Those look like nice. They're colored. They got windows in them. They're not just the normal panels that you'd see.
Yeah.
Those are probably $2 grand a pop by the time you get the operator and the dealer to come put them in, and the track system, the snake eyes, photo eyes, whatever they're called, right? For the safety stuff. And so you got $4 grand in doors. So, I mean, I could keep going.
Yeah,
and we haven't done the kitchen. We haven't done the bathrooms. And the other thing is, I don't know how much square footage this is. The things it does have going for it, it's a pretty simple roof line. There's not too many jut outs. There's really no jut outs and movements in the overall structure other than the porch. So it's a fairly simplistic structure, which has a good thing going for it to maybe help keep costs down. Yeah, but it doesn't look like huge square footage. My gut would say maybe 1,200 to 1,500 square feet.
Okay.
Which is maybe going to be 2 bedrooms. 3 bedrooms is going to start getting tight. 1 or 2 baths. So a pretty simplistically sized starter home, right?
Yeah.
But again, we've already gotten to between 50 and 60 grand with just materials, right? Just looking at the outside stuff. And we haven't looked at what the labor is going to take to do it, what all your inside stuff's going to be, what finishes you're going to do, what all that landscaping is going to cost. Right. That's, I think, something we even talk about in the misconceptions is you can get sucked into only counting up the cost for some of the I don't know what the best term would be for it, but like the hard costs of the build, right? The steel, the wood, the structure stuff, the concrete, your driveway. But you normally don't want to leave it just a dirt pad around the outside, right? You normally want to put grass and pavers and landscaping, and that doesn't cost no money either.
Right.
So what's the budget for landscaping? I see a lot of greenery around there too, right? So could you do it for under 100K? I think the big asterisk for me would be maybe for just the material.
Just the material.
But then you got to install it.
Yeah.
You got to, I don't know what the land costs, right? I mean, that's probably another thing that people may not always build into their budget. So I would summarize my reaction to say you could maybe do it if the only thing you did was pay for materials and have them delivered to that spot.
Okay.
So you haven't paid for concrete yet. You haven't done all the work yet. You haven't paid for the land yet. My guess is that thing cost around $250.
$250? Okay.
Be my gut.